we are at the Clinton Global Initiative. I'm with Kevin of the Water Initiative.
Yes.
Kevin, can you share with us what is the Water Initiative? How did you get involved?
Well, I've been in the industry of point of drinking or point of use water for about 20 years. I was a founder and owner of, it's called KX Industries. And what we did is we created, invented, and supplied the first pure filter for the company that sold out to Procter & Gamble. And then we created the first end-to-tap filter for Brita and the first refrigerator filter, water refrigerator filter for Electrolux. When we sold the company KX, I wanted to think about what I wanted to do next in terms of impacting the world. I had done enough entrepreneurial work to know that I wanted my next venture to be something that was really impacting the world more than some of the consumer products that I've been involved in. And so I really wanted to work on water. Over 5,000 children die every day from waterborne diseases, and contaminated water is perhaps the biggest health issue in the world today. So I really wanted to do something about that and hopefully make a dent in solving the problem of waterborne diseases. So we founded the Water Initiative about 2.5 years ago, and really what it is to find solutions, create water solutions for point of drinking, and then to scale those solutions through a network of micro-entrepreneurs in each region and then around the world. The reason it's point of drinking is because I think that is a key answer to the water problem. We have large water treatment plants, but only about 2% of the water that's actually treated people drink or use for cooking. And yet 80% of the cost of those water treatment plants is to make the water drinkable. It seems like a lot of wasted money, and it's a tremendous amount of mismanagement of water, leaky pipes, discharge, etc. So we thought the solution should be the closer to your lips that you purify the water, the more you can combat waterborne diseases. We decided it needed to be a business because we're convinced that the best way to sustain it, we wanted to have economic incentives to the people in the community who would buy the units, who would sell it peer-to-peer, and then they would maintain the units by replacing the filters. And each stage we create economic incentives so that we enrich not only the health of the community, but we create micro-entrepreneurs all over the world. We picked Mexico as our pilot country, not just to solve the problems in Mexico, but to build disruptive technologies and platform distribution system that we could roll out around the world. We went into Mexico thinking that we'd be working on pathogens first, and we found that in the urban and peri-urban areas, pathogens is not a big issue as some other elements because they chlorinate the water in Mexico quite a bit, to such an extent that Mexico is now the #2 consumer of bottled water in the world because people don't like the taste of the chlorine and they don't like the smell of the chlorine. But that wasn't an issue that we wanted to combat, is just the chlorine. What could we do that we could solve a real health issue? And as communicated to us, and after we sampled some 20 different cities in Mexico, we came to the conclusion that the biggest health problem in Mexico, as well as a real health problem around the world, and we're seeing more and more publicity about it, is arsenic, excessive arsenic, which, according to many, is the #1 carcinogenic in the world, and also causes diabetes too, according to latest studies from Johns Hopkins and Berkeley and a few other institutions, and also excessive fluoride. And people say, well, I take fluoride in my water for my cavities. Well, the fact of the matter is excessive fluoride is a bone deformer and creates mottled teeth, creates malformations in children, and is a real problem. And Mexico suffers from both, as many parts of the world do. And so we decided to tackle those two issues first. We now have created the first point of drinking, in-home water solution that completely eliminates arsenic, as well as takes out the chlorine from the water so they like the taste, and also takes out the pathogens. So it's a fully integrated, home-based water system that the people buy, they sell, they create businesses around. We're all working on a common cause. This is not just what we can achieve, this is only with God's help. So we really believe that it's a humanity situation, and with God's help we'll accomplish our goals.